Hola mis amigos and possible amigos, my name is Taff316. Welcome back to another episode of Reading Your Comments. So you know how in the last one, I said starting with that one, it was really going to be every 2 weeks now? Well, I meant starting with this one. That's right, guys. That's what I meant. You didn't see anything. Starting with this one, it's gonna be every 2 weeks. That's what I meant. By the last one, I meant this one. But anyway, let's go ahead and read some comments. I think Lethal Weapon 5 is a reference to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where the gang makes multiple sequels to the film series. Oh, okay. I haven't seen that episode. It's a show I don't really watch much television outside of this, to be honest. I watch more British television than I do American television. There's not really any series I watch. I mainly just watch sports, but Always Sunny is a show that I'll like watch on occasion. You know, it's like it's really easy to get into at any time, so sometimes I'll just see an episode, you know. I don't think I've seen that one though. The Baja Man did indeed perform on Top of the Pops on October 27, 2000. Let's go. I might have to watch that one. I unironically love Who Let the Dogs Out. Like, I always liked that song as a kid, and I still like it now. I know it's considered like one of the most annoying songs ever, and it is, but I love it. Can I take a moment to comment on how good your closing credits are for reading your comments? The editing is great, and I always watch it in full every time. I can't take credit for that. Rob made that, and I like it too, honestly. That's why I try to... When he made that, I was like, oh man, I gotta use this for something. So that's why I've always put it at the end of this. Any chances more Have I Got News For You episodes? Yeah, there was supposed to be one yesterday, but as I'm currently recording this... well, yesterday as this airs, but as I'm currently recording, it has not been unblocked yet, so still waiting. Do you have plans to go back to this country? Yes, in fact, episode 4 is now Channel Point's request. I think it was Katie that requested it. To be honest though, it's been so long, I may just go back and watch the episodes I've seen already, and if I do that, I might as well just watch the full first series at once. But yeah, that's planned for some point. I am going to go back to it. The annoying guy from Nativity had his own sketch show once. I didn't mind it, but it was hit or miss. Ooh, yeah. Might give that a miss. Despite watching a lot of your videos being subbed for 4 years now, I never get any of my recommendations, literally never. It does, however, repeatedly recommend me videos from a channel that I have literally watched 30 seconds of ever. Wonder how many of others this happens to. Probably a lot. I mean, that's classic YouTube right there. The recommendations have been fucked for a long time. Also, more Monkey Dust plays? Absolutely. I vaguely remember Gordon Behind Bars. Also, is there any plans to do the last 2 Gordon and Gino Fred series with Go Greek and Viva España? Yes, that's been something I've been thinking about for a bit, to be honest. It's just something that's like, it's been in my mind, but like not enough for me to like actually execute on it. It's always something that's been like, okay, well, you know, maybe if I have time I'll do this, but then it doesn't end up working out. But I'm gonna do it at some point. It's also been in my mind a little bit more recently because one of the Gordon, Gino, and Fred episodes has gotten some comments recently. Mostly comments from mad Texans because I shit all over Texas in that video, which I'm not taking back at all, by the way. It couldn't have helped Mark's confidence in Gladiators that before every event they introduced him as our lightest contestant and our babyface contender. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I get what they're trying to do, like trying to build like an underdog thing, but yeah. I am pleased to say they kept the original theme song in New Gladiators. Again, I was surprised. I fully expected it to be a cover version, but they definitely made the right call. Thanks for watching New Gladiators. I think the new bridge event possibly sound better on paper than in reality. All it is gladiators carefully swinging across a bridge to knock off the contestant without kicking out them. It seems weird to have a lot of legs and bums in contestants' faces. Yeah, I mean, they should have just stuck with the metal balls that they had in the old series. That was a unnecessary change. Weekly series will be fun for Gladiators. Well, we're doing it now. Saber is my favorite. As someone who hasn't watched the original, I like how close this feels to pro wrestling with the heel personas of Viper and Legend. The original show was a lot pro wrestling-like too, trust me. I mean, Wolf in the original show was a classic 80s old school heel. The only thing I know about New Gladiators, people were complaining about nepotism of Bradley getting his son on the show to co-host it with him. I mentioned this in one of the episodes, but like, I understand the complaints about the nepotism thing, but again, all I'm saying is, if I was famous and I had a son and I had an opportunity to get my son a job, I would. And I'm sure most of you would too. That's all I'm saying. Would surprise you how much of a cross-section of subs you have with Couch Tipper. His sound bloke has been doing it for years. Yeah, it seems like he's remastered a lot of stuff, which is really cool, honestly, because a lot of times it's hard to find stuff in good quality, to be honest. Like, I wasn't gonna use his version originally just because, like, I almost sometimes I try not to use versions that people have, you know, put their own work into, but it was the only version of it I could find that was watchable. The Harry Hill movie is on YouTube. Is it any good? Beethoven in Chucklevision was played by Guy Seiner, who was Gruber in Allo Allo. Allo Allo! I forgot about that show. Shit. Fun fact about Mick in Still Game, he was in Series 4 of Line of Duty as Michael Farmer, the guy Ross Huntley tried to pin the murders on. Oh, really? That was that same guy, huh? Okay, man, Line of Duty was a good show. I mean, I feel like it's been a while since I finished that, but I don't think it's been that long. I don't know. I've lost all concept of time. Has it been long? Let me actually see. Because I feel like it has, and I feel like it hasn't. Was it like last August? Yes, it was last August that I finished it. If that ends up coming back, by the way, be sure to let me know. Because, man, it was, I mean, it's just a shame that it had such a shitty ending, to be honest. Like, the ending kind of sucked, considering how good the show was. And I really hope that that's not how it ends, because, I mean, it deserves a lot better ending than that, and I hope it gets it. After completed Still Game, you can maybe direct to Dear Green Place, only 2 series, you'll get them on YouTube. Heard of it, haven't heard great things, but I'm open to looking into it. I know you like wrestling, but the girl Fergie checks up in Still Game is the sister of Isla Dawn in WWE. Really? That, I guess, makes a lot of sense. They're both just absolute smoke shows. I love Peter Kay's bloopers. Hopefully he'll return to TV after the tour. Yeah, we'll see. And if he does come back, I guess the million-dollar question is, what does he do? Does he revive an old show? Does he make a brand new one? I feel like that's something people haven't talked about now. Like, people have talked a lot about Carshare coming back, or Phoenix Nights, or Max Patty coming back. But I guess he could just make a whole new show, too, to be honest. If he does go back to an old show, though, people have seemed to talk about Max and Patty a lot. I feel like it might be more likely he goes back to Carshare, though, because Patty McGinnis is hosting like 25 different fucking shows now, and who knows if he'll even have the time. Gotta hand to Saber in Gladiators, she is committed to the character. Sometimes it's almost like she genuinely believes she's a cat, talking about liking high places and getting her claws stuck in. I'll tell you what, buddy, she can get her claws stuck in me if she wants. Legend over Viper? Yeah, I mean, it's not close, let's be honest. You know, Legend is just, he's just born for it. I feel like The Edge is going to be more entertaining in future episodes when both the competitors and gladiators get the hang of it. Yeah, it's fun. It's by far the best new game they've created. And to be honest, it's, I guess, somewhat similar to Skytrack in the sense that they're up high. I kind of like it better than Skytrack, to be honest. They show footage from the actual game in Gladiators in the description on the wall. It showed Mary Louie at the top of the wall. Kind of necessarily spoilerly. Usually on those things they use production to do an example run. I actually didn't even notice that, but yeah, I should probably take note of that. The fake Herons joke in Harry Hill briefly scared me as a child because I was a stupid child. I'm probably the reason why he had to add the warnings. Well, at least it worked for somebody. There's a lot of best of episodes of TV burp in later series. Much of that was down to Harry being kind of burnt out from the show. Most of his week was being taken up by watching TV, so he started making fewer and fewer new episodes towards the end of the show's run. And that right there tells me that he made the right choice of ending it, you know? I mean, you only do the same thing for so long without mixing it up at all. And the show's format worked, and it worked really well for a long time. And to be honest, it could have worked well for longer. I think if he brought it back, it would still work well, even though television's a bit different now. But that right there shows he made the right choice. Yeah, the Eddie Stolbert thing is a bit weird, very British. Channel 5, we're just trying to tap into the culture of it. There's an Eddie Stolbert fan club, and they name all the trucks. If you're on a long journey, you try to collect as many as you can. You know what? That's awesome, honestly. I didn't understand the show at all. It seemed like the most random, basic show to me, but that's awesome. Benny Harvey was a good man. He lost his life after watching Paris Hilton's British best friend. Paris! Yeah, Mr. Bean's girlfriend was in the Christmas episode. Remember when she wanted a ring in the window and Mr. Bean thought she wanted a painting with the hook and a little bit? Ah, yes. Okay, I was wondering if it was the same actress. They had pretty good chemistry. What's so funny is there's a program called The Thin Blue Line where Rowan played a police inspector. Yeah, speaking of things I haven't seen in a while, I saw that a long time ago. May go back to it. We'll see. Waited so long for this great reaction. Could you possibly do 2 reactions Ben Dorm next month? Possibly. Like I said though, the copyright on Series 6 is really weird, and I don't know what's what for the next 2 episodes, so if they both have to go on Dailymotion, or I don't use Dailymotion anymore, if they both have to go on one hub, then probably do a doubleheader, but maybe not if one's one hub and one's YouTube. Our Alex Jones is better than your Alex Jones. I'm about 99.9% sure you're right, but there's only one way to know for sure. I thought I recognized the actor that played Merlin in Nightmare. He was 4 characters in classic Doctor Who. You really like wizard type things, huh? The life force clock did run out, but he took the grapes, which was food, so it healed him. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought maybe they're like, screw it, just let him live. But okay, he got the grapes. The hair's starting to grow again. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about it, to be honest. Like, it's fine where it is right now, but it's like, it's at the stage where it's like not quite really long yet, but it's like about to get there. It's at the point where I've started wearing a headband again, although I'm not wearing it right now because I just washed my hair and I was letting my hair dry. But I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. Is it just me, or have all the runner-ups on New Gladiators slipped on Travelator so far? Yeah, maybe they made it more slippery, because I swear I get what you mean. I've seen a lot of slips already for 4 heats, and I don't remember that many slips in the original show. I mean, it happened, but like not as often. Please continue Brassic without large breaks in between episodes. You lose a little enjoyment. Great show it is. Yeah, I'm going to do one this month. I'm very interested in it, so I'm going to do one this month. Regarding a recast New Tricks, I don't think he was in many episodes. I don't remember much about the guy. Looking forward to the next one. It was just kind of weird, you know? Like, again, maybe he won't be in the show for longer. Maybe he'll calm down, but like, and the show itself is silly. Obviously, it's serious and silly, but he almost just seemed like he was overacting. He just felt like a cartoon character. I really love seeing you react. Gladiators been ill the last few weeks and love the original series, so it's been nice having something upbeat to watch when I'm really feeling crap. Well, first of all, I hope you feel better. Second off, I'm really happy that it's good, because I'll admit, I had 0 expectations going into New Gladiators, because I forced myself to not get excited about it, because I was like, what if it's not good? You know, and I didn't want to be crushed if it wasn't good. So I'm just like, I'm not going to think about it too much. I'm just going to see what happens and not have any expectations for it. But I'm very happy that it's good. You just want to be in a Phantom Saber sandwich, let's be honest. Yes. I love to play my bongos in the morning. God, that's going to be stuck in my head the rest of the year. Random stat, one of the housemates in Celebrity Big River Hijack was a former boxer and current, at least I think he still is, AEW wrestler Anthony Ogogo. And his boxing career was ended by an eye injury, so it only felt right to say cataracts. Anthony Ogogo is a weird one. He was in a feud with an AEW. He came in out of nowhere, introduced him as a former boxer. That was kind of his gimmick. He had a feud with Cody Rhodes, who isn't even in that company anymore, and it was really bad. And they had a match that was average, and he lost. And that was like the only thing he ever did on major television in that company. I don't think he's even wrestled like anywhere in like a year and a half, although he just re-signed with the company, so I guess they still have something for him, but they've only ever used him in one program. I don't know, man. It's really weird. Not sure you'll see this, or if you're much of a reader, but can I recommend Attack of the Unsinkable Rubber Ducks by Chris Brookmeyer, in which his detective, Jack Perlebine, has to investigate paranormal goings-on. He absolutely destroys psychics and their like. I think it's the 4th, maybe 5th Perlebine novel. That sounds fun. I gotta admit, though, I haven't picked up a book in maybe 10 years. Which is surprising to me, because, well, actually, no, not that long, maybe 8, since I graduated high school. Yeah, maybe 8. But I used to read a lot, bro. Like, I was a big reader. Like, seriously, I remember when I first started reading the Hunger Games books, I remember I read the first one like all in one day, I think. Or no, the third one, the last one I finished in one day because I was really into it. I mean, I used to read a lot, but like many others, I have been ruined by the internet, unfortunately. And yeah, I don't think I've read a book in 8 years. Glad you say it's harmful. It is preying on people that are most vulnerable. I honestly don't know how to sleep at night. They're lying to those people. Yeah, and I want to slightly, not backtrack, but maybe rephrase on something that I said. I said that psychics prey on stupid people, and that's true. But it's not just stupid people, you know. A lot of it is, but it's not just stupid people. A lot of it is also, like you said, people who are emotionally vulnerable and people who have lost and people who are just, you know, in the cry for help stage where they're trying to seek out anything to help them face that problem. And unfortunately, a lot of them choose the wrong avenue and choose to be not choose, maybe I shouldn't say. Well, they do choose to go there, but they choose the wrong avenue and they get taken advantage of by these fucking people who are just scam artists. So it's not entirely stupid people. A lot of it is. The stupid people thing is more towards, well, I don't want to say. I don't know if I want to say this actually, but I was gonna say stupid people's more towards the paranormal aspect. You're not necessarily stupid if you believe in the paranormal, but you know. But the psychics thing, yeah, it's also very much people just emotionally vulnerable being taken advantage of. I was gonna say flat earthers annoy me more than psychics, but I also feel sorry for how gullible they are. Honestly, the flat earther thing is like on another stupidity scale for me. Like, it's so up there, it's so dumb that it doesn't even affect me. Because, like, if you legitimately, actually, in your mind, think that the world is flat, then to be harsh, you are too stupid to argue with. You are just lost. You are lost, and you are lost without saving. If you legitimately in your mind think that the world is flat. So like, it's honest to God not even worth it with those people. Well, that means we're getting close to Matt Smith's second season of Doctor Who. Yeah, I'm excited for it, honestly, because like I said at the end of Doctor Who Series 5, Doctor Who Series 5 surprised the shit out of me. Because I expected there to be a lot of, you know, transition, and I expected it to be weird for a bit after watching Tenet for so long, but it really wasn't. Like, he adapted very quick. He's very good in the role. Companions were good. Stories were good. Especially that Van Gogh story, dear lord. And yeah, it was one of my favorite seasons, to be honest. When Elizabeth Sladen died, they planned to replace her with Jo and rebrand the show the Jo Jones Adventures. Really? But Caddy Manning turned it down because she felt it wouldn't be right to do Liz's show. You can change Doctor, but you can't change Sarah Jane Smith. Yeah, that I'm glad she turned it down, because yeah, that sounds to me like that wouldn't have gone over well. I mean, yeah, I'm glad she turned that down. Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for episode 230 of Reading Your Comments. The comments in this video were pulled from the following videos. You ready? Reading Your Comments 229, Gladiators, Classic Gladiators, Series 3, Episodes 5 and 6, Alan Partridge Comic Relief 1995, Chucklevision 5, Still Game Complete 7 Series, Peter K. Carshare Bloopers, New Gladiators 2, Harry Hill TV Burp 10, Lemmy Show 2, Mr. Bean's Red Nose Day, Benidorm 37, Harry Hill's Autumn Watch, Nightmare 5 and 6, New Gladiators 3, Brassic, New Tricks 2, New Gladiators 4, Harry Hill TV Burp 11 and 12, and both halves of the Sarah Jane Adventures 4th series. If you want to get a chance to get your comment read in 2 weeks from now, I promise this time, here you can comment on any of the videos uploaded between now and then, including this one. That is it, though, for episode 230 of Reading Your Comments. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, they're all in the video description down below, as well as names on my Patreon. So if you didn't know, you could be a Patreon me for as little as $1 or £1. And you get access to direction videos, as well as the Reading Your Comments up to date early, sometimes more. For all that being said, though, my name is Taffrey16. This has been episode 230 of Reading Your Comments. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.